Hello and welcome to class. I'm Kate. I'm an English teacher here on Verbling. Today's class is for intermediate learners. It's a speaking class, and the focus of the class is a classic speaking game called Would You Rather. So students will essentially have to choose between two different choices. So tell me their preferences. And these can be very bizarre, hypothetical situations. Sometimes it's a choice between two good things or bad things. And hopefully all of these questions will generate a lot of discussion. Okay, so welcome students. Hi Victor.
Hi Kate, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. And hello Essen.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well, how about you?
I'm doing the same.
Good. What have you been doing today? Have you done a lot of Verbling classes?
No, not actually. I watched a movie today.
That's nice. Do you not have classes? Or you're at university, right?
Yes, but now I'm free because I have 3 more weeks on my vacation, so
Oh, okay, very nice. Good for you. Okay, and hello, Ali.
Hi Kate, how are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. And hi, Tatiana.
Hello, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Great, thank you.
Good. What is your picture of?
Picture?
Your picture. What statue?
Yeah. Do you see my picture? Because I don't see my picture.
Okay. It's a
Today
statue.
I changed. It's a statue of Antalya. You know, now I'm in Antalya. This man or guy founded Antalya.
Okay, got it. Okay, very interesting. Cool. Nice. All right. And hello, Claudio.
Hi, Haslin.
How are you doing?
Not good today. I have temperature and quite cold.
Oh no, so you're sick.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think? How long have you been sick?
Today.
Just today?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Maybe you can distract yourself with Verbling classes.
Yes.
Right? Try not to think about how bad you feel.
Thank you.
Okay. And hi, Alejandro.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Fine. This is my first time, so I feel so nervous.
You feel nervous?
Really. I don't know how it works.
Okay, so this is your first Verbling class ever.
Right.
Okay, well, welcome. I think there are a lot of, Verbling veterans in this class. There are a lot of familiar faces for me. So if you have any questions at any time, they're all very nice, and they will help you. Okay, so your classmates and I are here if you have any questions or are confused. And just imagine you're in a normal classroom, right? It should be, feel free to ask questions, to stop me. Today's, really focused on speaking, so, share your opinions when you want to, and welcome.
Okay.
Okay, and where are you calling from? Where are you from?
Well, sorry, you're speaking with me. You're talking with me. I'm from Girona.
From Girona. Okay, cool.
From Girona, right.
Very nice. All right. Nice to meet you. Okay. Who else is here? Hi, Ismail.
Hi, Kathleen. How are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. Okay, so I think, let's see, I think Alejandro is the only person I haven't met before. So again, I'm Kate, an English teacher from the United States. I currently live in Barcelona. I like to do a lot of speaking classes, so speaking practice, because I think it's very important to put all of the things you learn in the classroom into practice in real life situations. So today's class is it's kind of like a speaking game or a speaking activity. I think a lot of you have played this with me before. I really like it because it's different every time, and there are always a lot of funny responses. So the game is Would You Rather? And have any of you not played this game before? Who has not played Would You Rather?
I'm sorry. I think I am. I haven't played it before.
You haven't? Okay.
Me too.
Okay, good. Anyone else?
I've never played before.
You've never played before. Okay, great. So, for those of you who have played, so Ali, Tatiana, Ismail, Victor, can you explain how this game works?
Okay, ladies first. Tatiana want to explain.
Tatiana, did you hear that? Oh, I guess not.
Oh, I'm sorry. What should I explain?
Oh, so have you played Would You Rather before?
I don't play. I only attended one class, Would You Rather, but I don't know, is it a game or not? It was maybe 2 months ago.
Ah, okay, okay, all right. So, Ali, it looks like you're explaining.
Maybe I attend this game. Maybe I don't remember.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll refresh your memory.
Okay, you give us two different situations, and we have to say that which one we would prefer than other.
Good. Yeah. Okay.
And
why?
And why? Yeah.
Yes. Good. Okay. And so, would you rather is another way of saying would you prefer, right? So, would you prefer option A or option B, and why? Okay. So, I'll just ask some questions to the class in general. Feel free to respond whenever if you think the question is interesting. Just share your response. Be respectful of your classmates. Don't talk when your classmates are talking. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's why we're all here. Okay, so would you rather give a speech in English in public for 30 minutes or be without your car for 2 days?
I'd rather be without my car for 2 days.
And why
because
is that?
I haven't got a car.
Because you haven't got a car, okay. And so how do you get around usually?
By bus, on foot.
Okay, what about...
Yes, by taxi. And my husband has a car. Sometimes he drives me where I need.
And let's say, what if you couldn't take the bus for 2 days?
Couldn't take the bus for 2 days. Maybe I go on foot.
Okay, so but you wouldn't want to do the 30-minute speech in English?
Because I don't know what am I talking about for 30 minutes.
Okay, good point. So it's, what are you talking about? It depends on the topic.
Yeah, it depends on the topic.
Okay, good. Good. Who else?
I think I would rather to be without my car 2 days.
Okay. Why?
I have a car, but I don't use my car very often because my workplace, my office, is near my home. I am walking to my office every day and to home. If I have uh, uh, to go far away from home, I use my car.
Hmm.
Uh, it's not too long time, 2 days without car, and I don't know what to say 30 minutes during 30 minutes in the public, and with my lame English.
With your lame English, no. But,
Yeah,
but
I
similar to
think,
what Tatiana was saying, pretty much.
yeah, I think I will uh, feel upset and nervous in the public if I speak English.
It would be stressful, probably.
Yeah, it's not easy for me.
Yeah, of course. Okay. All right, very good. Who else? What about someone who has and uses their car on a regular basis? Noah.
So in my case, as a poor student, unfortunately, I don't have a car, but if I have a car, I would say I would rather uh, I would rather be without my car for 2 days. But in this case, I have to say I would rather speak in public in English for 30 minutes. So
Okay, good. And very good use of the second conditional, Asen.
thank you.
If I had a car, I would choose to be without the car. Okay, very good. Excellent. Good. Would anyone else like to answer this one? Okay, I'll ask another one. This one is also car related, but you don't have to have a car to answer. So, would you rather live in a car for a year or live in prison for a year? And why?
Wow.
So here you have the choice between two difficult ones.
It depends the car. What kind of car?
It depends on the car.
Big one or
No, it's a compact car. So it's, you know, your
Are
standard,
we?
a standard compact car.
But we can go out from the car.
Yeah, but you have to, you can leave the car. It's just, it's your home. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I prefer my heart.
You would live in your car, Claudio.
Yes, yes.
Okay, why?
Because I can move where I want. I can, and I'm free.
Okay.
And and I have my private bed.
Yeah, good. Okay, yeah, so you have more freedom, you can move. Mm-hmm.
And there aren't people that come under me, like guard, the police, and and the other things.
Okay, good. Good. And the rest of you?
Okay, if you don't fly, I'm gonna play. So it's a hard decision, but probably yes, I would rather live in a prison for a year.
Really?
Really, because I don't know why, but I really love to staying at home all the day. I can spend for months at home. So okay, I can read my books or I can relax or stuff like that. So car sounds really uncomfortable. I know it's prison is also, but anyway.
Yeah, no, I think that makes sense. So you could relax a little bit more, and you wouldn't mind staying, inside.
Yeah, it's like, okay, then just 1 year, so I'll go.
Just 1 year?
Just a year. No big deal.
Just for a year, so.
Okay.
You mean you stay alone in a room or with other criminals?
I don't know. If I stay in a private room, it sounds like I have a real criminal, like kind of murder or stuff like that. So I wouldn't mind probably if I'm a real murderer. But in a kind of dorm room, I really don't know.
But it's not, or sometimes it's dangerous, the other criminal,
Yeah, I know.
the prison
That's
stories.
true. And I don't think you have a lot of choice of who your roommates are, right?
But what about the shower in the car? How would
That's
it
true. How would you shower? I don't know.
So there's no shower and I don't know, it's really uncomfortable bed.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Good. And let's see, who's been quiet? Ismail, what would you choose?
I would rather in a car for a year.
I would rather live in a car for a year.
I would rather live in a car for a year than live in a prison for a year. Kate. I like freedom, and there are many danger in prison. Actually, I have never been in a prison, but I watch many films, especially about U.S. prison. I'm afraid of being in a prison. Actually,
Yeah.
that's why I choose to live in a car. And you can see the sun, and you can breathe fresh air. Actually,
you can breathe fresh air. You have freedoms.
Yes, you can listen bird song, and all of them are important for me.
Good. Good.
If you lose your freedom, nothing is important.
So you're saying freedom is the most important thing.
Yes.
Okay. And Essen is saying, but showers. How would you shower?
Shower.
If you were living in your car.
And also, what if you will be the boss in the prison? You know, that kind of man in the prison, like, okay, I'm the king in here, so.
Wow. You can earn money.
And after that, after the prison, you can go to like holiday to somewhere.
I said, have you seen Orange is the New Black?
Yeah, I am watching.
You're watching it?
No.
You haven't seen it?
I completed 2 seasons.
Oh, really? Yeah. So if you would choose prison, I would say watch that show first and then decide.
Yeah, it's prison for women.
Yeah.
you have to watch it.
I'm just trying to make some problems for my classmates.
Good.
I think in this case, the car is turned into a prison for you.
Yeah, right? That's a good point.
If you have to stay in your car, it's not comfortable, maybe for sleeping or something like that, eating, maybe relaxing.
Absolutely. Good. Okay, and who just joined us here? Hi, Diego.
Hi, How
How
are
are
you?
you? Good, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
So Diego, which one of these would you choose if you had to? So our would you rather question was, would you rather live in a car for a year or be in prison for a year?
Sorry, I can't hear you very well. Could you repeat, please?
Yes. So the question was, would you rather live in a car for a year or live in prison, in jail for a year?
Mm, and what is the first one?
To live in your car. So to spend 1 year living in your car.
I don't know. Could be living in a car. It's not as bad as staying in a jail.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, so that seems like what most people think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. And Alejandro, what about you? What would you choose?
Uh, I think that it's better to live in a car, of course. Stay in a prison in a year, I think that is a very bad situation. And now for me, that I prefer I live in a car, of course.
Mhm.
I hate drive, but maybe you can live without driving in a car.
Good, okay, very good. And Victor, what about you?
I don't know. For example, can I go out from my car if I choose live in a
Yeah,
car?
you can leave your car.
Okay, then I would rather live in my car, of course,
Okay,
because of freedom. Yes.
because of freedom. So Essen is alone in that one. She's the only one who chose prison. But to each his own or her own.
My
I'm okay
uncle,
with it.
he lived in his car almost a year.
Really?
He told me a lot about this period of time.
Okay,
He was happy. He was young and happy.
fair enough. There you go. Okay, so to each his own. All right, I'm going to give you a little bit of a more positive choice. Okay, so the choice between two good things. Would you rather have...
Stop. I didn't answer the question.
Ah, you didn't answer. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry about that. You're right, you didn't answer. Okay, tell me, which one would you choose?
I agree with the previous members of Verbling. I'd rather spend a year in a car than go to prison. But if it is in Russia, but if it is in another country, for example, like Germany, maybe I would rather go to prison because my relatives, my uncle, some years ago, maybe 20 years ago, when he was in Germany, he didn't want, of course, to go to prison, but maybe for his passport control, or maybe he stayed too long and they went him to prison, but he spent there maybe 1 year and he learned after that German language very, very well. Maybe to learn language it's suits to go.
So maybe you could go to prison in, England or in the US.
Yeah, maybe. I
You'd be
don't
so
know.
fluent in English.
Yeah, I know that some people especially do something to go back prison.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's true, it's true. Okay, very interesting. I'm glad that you told me that you hadn't answered because that was a very original and interesting response. Thank you, Tatiana.
And I heard some people, my friends in Germany, said if you don't have money and you don't have work, you make a crime, a little crime, and go to jail or prison. Stay there for a week, for a month. You uh, you can eat good meals and you can stay warm rooms.
Okay, that's fair, yeah, right? If you're homeless or you don't have any resources.
You're right. I've heard the story that one man has a cancer and he lived outside, but he especially did crime to get to prison for surgery.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting. And what's the verb we use with crime? We don't do a crime. We
Commit a crime.
commit a crime. Very good.
Commit a crime.
Commit a crime. Very good. Okay, good. Can you all hear me well?
Yeah.
Or is my connection a little bit off? It's okay?
It's okay.
Okay, good. All right. Okay, so let's see. And welcome to Emmanuel.
Hi everyone.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thanks. What about you?
Good, thanks. Where are you calling from?
From Guadalajara.
Wow, okay, very nice. And is that your child in the photo?
Yeah.
Very
Well,
cute. Very cute. Okay, so you joined us just in time for a more positive question. So my next question for the class is, would you rather have $1 million now or $50,000 a year every year for the rest of your life?
Well, I think $1 million now.
Okay, and what would you spend it on?
Well, I will invest in startups and projects and things like that, and make the money work.
Good, so you would be responsible.
Yeah.
Okay, good, very good. Anyone else?
Yes, I also would rather have $1 million right now.
Okay, and tell me why or what you would do with the money.
You know, I'm gonna fly to somewhere. I don't know. So also, I'm thinking about, yes, I'm gonna have the job I'm studying, so I can do it. Maybe I don't know, but I can earn that money like $50,000. So, but $1 million it will be good.
Good. Okay, very nice.
For me, of course, I choose $1 million right now.
Why?
Because I don't know how long I will be alive, and it takes 20 years if you count $50,000 every year. I'm not sure I am going to live 20 years. I want to get that money right now.
You want the money now. Okay.
Yeah, and I can invest that money, and I can earn much money if I had $1 million, and
Good.
I can travel. I like to travel.
Okay, very good. Good. I didn't think about that. That, you know, it depends how much time you think you have here, right? Otherwise. Okay, good.
Caitlin?
Yes.
I would rather have $50,000 a year for the rest of my life.
Okay.
Because I am not a businessman. I don't know actually how can I handle with a $1 million because I have never seen such a huge amount of money. And if I look the millionaire in the past, they usually have a sad story at the end. For example, when they won some huge money on a lottery or something like this, they lost their money in short time because they don't know how to handle such a huge amount of money. They are not a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, that's a good point.
many people, many relatives, friends are expecting from you many things, and you should help them also. And generally, money was spent in short time, and you turn back to the same place where you were at the best.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Very good point. And you have a fan in the chat box. So, are you and Anna friends? Ismail?
Yes?
Yes. Okay. Anna is saying yes. That's the best choice. So Anna is very supportive, right? Okay. Good. All right. Other comments on this?
Well, I prefer the second because reasoning in the long time, I will have a lot of money than $1 million, and I don't worried about how can invest it, how can spend my money for have a secure rent, and I can go in every place without problem about my money, because I have my money every year without problem.
Yeah, good. It would be like getting an extra paycheck every year or something.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It's all.
Good, very good. Who else would like to respond to this one? Victor, what would you do?
I would rather have $1 million, and I would spend it immediately. Because as
What would you spend
mentioned,
it on?
Emmanuel, easy come, easy go. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Maybe in casino or something like that.
In a casino?
Well,
That's the worst place to spend it, because then you just lose all of it.
easy come, easy go.
Easy come, easy go. Okay, fair enough.
No risk, no fun.
Okay, good. Good. And Alejandro, what would you do?
Okay, I'm not sure. I suppose that it's better to have the money in your hand, because I agree with Ali that you never know when you die. So I suppose that I prefer to have $1 million right now. But I'm not sure, because you have so huge money. Maybe you have a new problem that you have not now, and it's difficult to deal with it, with that problem if you have not experience. So
Yeah.
it's difficult, but I think so. I think that it's better to have the money in your hand.
Good point. Yeah. Good. And I think, Claudio, what you're saying in the chat is a good point too, right?
Yes, it depends a lot about our age. If I'm young, I can choose the second. If I'm old, I will choose the first one.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. And Tatiana. Oh.
I would rather have 1 million now than 50,000 a year for the rest of my life, because I can make investments in estate to buy some houses, flats, and maybe some years later my 1 million would be 10 million.
Okay, so similar to what Ali was saying, you invest it, no big deal, and then you don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, if you invest that money in the bank, you can get maybe more than 50,000 every year.
That's true, right? Good. Who else? Who hasn't answered? Let's see. Emmanuel, what would you? Oh no, you answered this one already. Diego, what about you?
Hmm. I'd rather the second option. As Claudio said, I am not as old. Still 28 years old. So I'm thinking in our future. So I would rather the second options.
Yeah.
And if you suddenly earn much money, you will suddenly spend it.
So similar to what Emmanuel was saying, right? The easy come, easy go.
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. So I've asked you a lot of questions, and I have some more. But it's always fun when the students come up with some would you rather questions to ask your classmates. So I want all of you to get a little creative and think of some questions, some would you rather questions that you can ask the class. And questions that you think would be interesting or funny or fun or lead to good discussion. So when someone has a question they'd like to ask, let me know.
Would you rather travel by airplane or by train? Something like this, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Good, so let's start with that one. So, would you rather travel by airplane or by train? Good question. Okay, I'll just pick on people to answer. Tatiana, what would you choose?
I would rather go by plane, travel by plane, than by train, because I think that to travel by plane is the quickest, fastest way to get from one place to another.
Good, absolutely. Good. Who else? Victor, what about you?
I would rather travel by train because I love the process of traveling.
You love traveling.
Yeah.
Really, I hate traveling. Like, I love getting to new places, but I hate the process. What do you like about the process of traveling?
Just movement. You go and going and going.
Interesting. For me, it's so tiring. I can never sleep, you know? I don't know. I guess I need to think of it in a more positive way, like you. Good. Okay. And Ali, what would you choose? Can you hear me, Ali? Okay, I'm not sure. Alejandro, what would you choose?
I prefer to travel by train because the plane is a very uncomfortable place to travel because you normally you have not enough space. Sometimes you can use your telephone, for example. So by the train is, in my opinion, is a better way to travel.
And what if you had to go on a trip to China?
No, of course. I will say depend the distance. Of course, if you need to spend a lot of time to arrive to China, maybe it's better to get at a plane. Of course, sure.
Okay.
But in my opinion, it's more comfortable to travel by train.
Good, very good. And Ismail, you had a nice answer in the chat. Can you read that?
I would rather travel by airplane for long distances, but I choose train for short distances. You can observe the nature and read something during the journey when you travel by train.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of relaxing to travel by train.
Yes, actually, it is slow and actually it is different concept than by air travel. Train travel, it is old, it is slow. You can eat something and you can observe many things, and the relationships is different than the relationship in a cabin of an airplane.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. It's very different. Very nice. Good. Would anyone else like to comment on this one? If not, I want to move on to, I liked Claudio's other question in the chat. Claudio, why don't you ask that question to the class?
Will you rather to be able to read on the minds or to be able to fly?
Good. And remember, you wouldn't say to be able to. You would just say, would you rather be able to? Right?
Yeah.
Without the to. So like this.
I prefer read the minds because I can know about the people thinking and I can know if the people is good or is a liar, and these things.
And you would want to know all of that stuff?
And?
You would want to know that? I don't know if I would want to know what other people are thinking all the time.
It is very risky.
It's risky, right?
Yes. Yes, probably a risk.
But you can be always unhappy.
Yes, yes, but you know, if you have bad people near to you.
That's true.
You know if your wife is good or not.
You know if your wife is cheating or is faithful.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know if your child lie you about the school.
That's true. So there would be advantages, but as Ismail said, it could make you unhappy. That's true.
Yes, depends about the situation.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see, Eston, what would you choose? I think I can guess, but
no, actually, if the reading minds ability has an on and off button, I could take it, but right now, yes, you know my answer.
Because you want to travel.
Yes, I would rather to be able to fly, but no, I mean, I don't want to fly really. Like it must be hard all the time. Like swing your wings, like so.
We get tiring.
Yeah, so really, like, I'm gonna take plane. That's all. No flying and no reading minds.
Good. I think that's true. If you had an on-off button, that would be nice for the mind reading. Very true.
Because sometimes my head is already full of my thoughts, so I don't need to hear some new ideas or people what they think about me, about the situation. So if it has a button, it can be okay. So I will take it.
Very good. Good. Let's see. Emmanuel, what would you choose?
Well, I would rather be able to fly. I think it would be cool, and I wouldn't I wouldn't know what the people thinks. I think it will be overwhelming for me. Sometimes I don't want to know they think when they tell me. So
Yeah, good. I think it would
I
be
don't want
overwhelming.
to be able to know or hear their thoughts.
Good.
But it's better when they want to say that than when you take what they think.
Good. Good. I think overwhelming is the perfect way to describe that. It would be very overwhelming. Okay. And Ali, what would you choose?
Of course, I would rather be able to fly. I think reading mind is not a good idea because if you can read everybody's mind, you are going like crazy. You can be a paranoid person. You always think about what people think about you or another people, and I think your life be like crazy. It's better to be able to fly, I think, for me. You can go everywhere whenever you want.
Good. Good.
No visa problem, no ticket.
Very true. Okay, very good. Who else hasn't answered? Let's see. Alejandro, what would you choose?
Okay, I am not so interested in being able to fly, but I'm sure that I'm not interested in the thinking of people, because in my opinion it will be a big problem. I agree with other people that maybe your happiness, you will not be happy if you know every time what people think about you, or similar. I think that the life is more exciting if you don't know exactly what people are thinking in each moment.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a good point. And Claudio, what would you choose? Oh, no, you told me already. Let's see. Diego, what would you choose?
Of course, I would rather be able to fly because it sounds more exciting than hear other thoughts.
Uh-huh.
You could get crazy if if you have that power.
Yeah, you could go crazy. You could go crazy.
Yes.
Absolutely. Good. And Victor, what would you choose?
I would rather be able to read minds
Okay. Why is
because
that?
I always have been interested with mysterious things, kind of puzzles.
Okay, very good. Yeah, and I see, do you like Rubik's Cubes?
Yeah,
Have you solved them
Defin-
very quickly?
kind of quickly, yeah.
Yeah. I tried one time and I couldn't get it. But
No,
you have to
no
do a
way,
lot of
it's easy.
practice, right? It's easy?
Yeah, like me.
Don't tell me that. I thought it was very difficult.
No, once you done it, and next time it's easy.
Okay. All right, fair enough. And Victor, why don't you ask your question to the class?
Would you rather have a modern smartphone with a short life battery, about 5 hours, or 4 or 5 hours, or an ugly old-fashioned one with a long life battery, about a month?
Interesting question. And just a note, it's old-fashioned with an ED. Good. So what do you think, students?
My phone is already has a short life battery, so I have to carry my charger all the time, all the day in my bag. But I think that we have a really good relationship with it. So, and I would rather have a modern smartphone with a short life battery.
Good. And sorry, I should have noted this before. We actually say a short battery life. So just change the order of those words. That's my fault. So either a short battery life or a long battery life. Okay, yeah, very good, Essen. Who else? Claudio, what would you choose?
Can I go in the internet with the oldest phone?
No. I mean, well, Victor, it's your question. Can he use the internet?
No, you can't.
No.
No. Of course, I choose the first one because I use always my phone with internet, and I can speak with all people without spend money, and I can use my maps to go in the place, and so I choose the first one.
Okay, good. So similar to Essen. Who else? Ismail, what would you choose?
Actually, I would rather choose a smartphone because I get used to it and it is difficult to turn back again the old type telephone, but the charge time is battery time, or how can I say,
The battery life?
Battery life is very important, and actually the smartphone's battery life is not so long, and every day you have to recharge again and again, and sometimes my smartphone battery was that during the day, and I generally forget my charger, and it is a problem.
The same thing for me.
I search at workplace for my coworkers that use the same smartphone charger, but it is a problem actually.
Yeah, I know what you mean. The same thing happens to me, but you're used to it.
Yes,
you've gotten used to it.
You always need internet connection to search something. Actually, it is impossible to turn back an old style of telephone without internet connection.
Okay, good. And Victor, I want to hear your answer since you asked this question.
Actually, I didn't decide yet because I have this ugly old-fashioned one.
Both of them, maybe.
Yeah, and everybody advise me to buy new modern smartphone.
Okay, and so you're trying to decide.
Yeah, but I'm not sure about what I want.
And so, what do you see as the benefits or the disadvantages of having a smartphone?
Well, that's it. Short battery life. That's it.
So it's not about, you think you would spend too much time on your phone or you would always be plugged in. It's more just about the battery life.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to be like an anchor.
Okay. All right.
Smartphone can be traced easily,
Uh-huh.
and there is no privatization actually on.
There's no privacy?
Yes.
Okay.
You make some tunings, but they don't allow you to choose another box, or you have to accept all the application tunings.
The settings.
The settings, yes.
Mhm.
And it is more fragile against the worms. And
Okay, against viruses.
Viruses, and how can I say, it is more easy to listen to smartphone by law enforcement and other organizations.
That's true. Yeah, so I guess, Victor, the message is pros and cons. Pros and cons.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard opinions. Thank you.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we're just about out of time in our class today. Thank you all for your participation. I hope that you enjoyed the discussion. I certainly liked to hear all of your creative and interesting answers. As you know, I'm always available if you have questions via message, so feel free to contact me that way. And otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see all of you in class again soon. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.